Hi. Yeah, of course. What am I supposed to say, exactly? If I thought there was anything I could say that would convince you not to do this, I would say it. I'm a lot of things. A fool is probably one of them, but even I'm not that stupid. I know that once you've set your mind to something like this, there's no swaying you. And I don't need to have known you before to know that now. I've seen that every day I've spent with you. Some things are just fundamental to a person, I guess. True to every version of us. Well, then I guess this part is just fundamental to me, because I'm gonna say it anyway. Please reconsider this plan. Your life is at stake here. This hunch you have, this feeling, is that worth your life? I am not saying give up. Not at all. I want nothing more than to be free of this fucking torture. You think I want to spend one more second trapped in here than I have to? Do you have any idea what it has been like to... I'm sorry. I'm not saying to give up. I'm saying that patience could mean the difference between life and death. We have time. Time to test things, time to come up with new solutions, time to try things that aren't guaranteed to tear you apart. Measured against the cost of a life, any life, I think that's worth it. But it is your life. I have no right to tell you what to do with it. So, if this is still what you want to do, then, like I promised, I won't stop you. You know, I think a lot about home, about the people there that I miss. And it's funny what memories stand out in reflection, because it's not always the big emotional turning points or the flashy recollections. Sometimes it's just the little vignettes. Things that the other person might not even really remember, or at least not think much of. When I first coalesced, I had a lot of questions. The big ones. How did demons and humans come to be? Where did we get powers from? Why are we shaped this way? Imbued with these strengths and weaknesses and changeable forms. How are Aria and Elegy connected? Where did humans get their powers? Why are their powers limited? Why do we live forever? Why do they die? What's the point of any of this? Cercinus was understandably a little overwhelmed trying to answer all those questions. So they were honest with me. They told me that they didn't have most of those answers. I wasn't very happy about that. So, they told me what they did have. Stories. Myths. Folklore, you could call it. A lot of them conflict with one another. They've have sprung up over the millennia from different groups of demons with different beliefs and values. But there's one that's the most well known. It tells of something else existing in Aria before us. Powerful beings that you could call gods. Beings that made us, the created demonkind. It's a classic creation myth, with as little evidence to back it up as every creation myth. It calls those beings the sky gods, or the sovereigns, depending on who's telling it. According to the myth, they created my people and enslaved us, and eventually we rose up and resisted. So they left. They found your plane of existence, elegy, and they tried again. They gave your kind powers, twisted them, experimented on them, subjugated them. Our two peoples joined forces and defeated them, dragged the gods out of the sky, and threw them into darkness. But two of the gods helped the alliance, fought with humanity and demonkind instead of against them. And when the fight was over, those two made one last sacrifice, giving up their lives to create the meridian that holds our two worlds safely apart. I didn't believe this story then. I don't believe it now either. I don't claim to have the right answer. I don't know what happened in a prehistory so long ago. I can't even conceive of it, but I believe in evidence. And if there ever was any, it's long gone. It's memory. And memory is fallible. How many stories and myths on your world ascribed godhood to forces of nature? The sun wasn't a ball of hot plasma, it was a fickle overlord. The moon wasn't a rock, it was a benevolent deity. Storms were the tantrums of omnipotent beings up in the ether. I'm telling you this because I'm not sure what to believe anymore. I have thought my entire life that the meridian is a natural occurrence. It's magic sandwiched between two alternate realities. I've been taught and I've believed that it's just a force of nature like any other. That's what I've always said it is, because that's what I've known it to be. But ever since we got here, it's feeling less and less like something natural. A thunderstorm is a force of nature. It doesn't hold grudges. It doesn't resent the people it hurts. It's not vindictive. It's just a storm. But we're not in a storm. We're in a trap. Something bigger than I can believe a dream walker was able to come up with in the blink of an eye decision he made when he saw me. I'm a demon. I am magic. I don't just wield it. It is me. I don't speak with hubris when I say I am vastly more powerful than that human was. Could he have been a factor in the formation of this bubble? Influenced its design? Sure. But there had to have been something else. Something far stronger than me. For it to hold me in place like this long. He doesn't fit the bill. Nothing that I know of in this world does. Even a human falling into my rift isn't enough to have destabilized it. If it was, we wouldn't know that humans are torn apart by Aria, because we never would have seen one reach it. But we have seen it. We have proof that that happens. The things that I know to be true aren't enough to explain what's happened to us. So, I have to consider that whatever is left that isn't a known fact, however improbable, might be the difference. Think about it. You say that this feeling, this draw to do this, is overpowering. You said that there's voices in the memories, voices that aren't yours or mine, voices you don't recognize, speaking through memories that were inexplicably taken from you and now, just as inexplicably, are filtering back in. What mindless force of nature would leave a window into the real world open for me to have to see you? Only you standing on the other side and fight back against every effort for me to get through it. What non-sentient part of the universe would be that vindictive? Would steal your memories to make you a blank slate, and when that didn't get it what it wanted, now it starts giving them back with an eyedropper, just enough to try to sway you into doing this. Replenishing my magic when I should have starved alone. Would keep me alive, even when I tried to. It's making decisions. It's not repetitive, it's not a pattern, it's willful, it's changing tactics, doing anything to get you to bind with it. Those aren't the actions of a natural barrier between two planes. They're single-minded intent. Intent implies consciousness. I don't believe in mythology, but I do believe there is something more here. Something alive. Something with a plan. I don't care if it's a sovereign, I don't care if it's a dreamwalker, I don't care if it's the tooth fairy, whatever it is. It wants you. And I'm terrified of what it's gonna do once it has you. Is the answer worth having if you don't survive to tell it? I know you do believe that. All right. Where do you want to do it? The closest void is this way. Please don't ask me that. Because if you ask me how I feel, I'll tell you the truth. And I doubt that's what you want to hear right now. Fine. I feel like I'm walking to the gallows. But not for me. For the person I love. I didn't know I could feel this much. I feel like I'm being torn in shreds. And a part of me wishes I would just unravel. So maybe it wouldn't hurt anymore. But something's holding the pieces of me together. And I don't know if that's a mercy or a curse. There it is. So, this is it. What? I know you don't remember everything. I know things are unbelievably complicated, but I hope you at least know how much I care about you. How badly I just want you to be safe. Thank you for saying that. It means more than you can know to hear you say that.